Welcome to Glowing Success. My name is Heidi and I am your host. This podcast is for beauty entrepreneurs. Join me weekly as we dive into the beauty industry's ins and outs, from business strategies, top-selling services, and taboo topics. I will be interviewing industry leaders with empowering stories and game-changing insights. Let's illuminate your path to success together. Let's jump into this next episode. Welcome back to Glowing Success. Today is a very special episode. I have Joe. Joe is an international award-winning esthetician and massage therapist, and we're actually going to be diving into how to convert your new clients into regulars with facial massage. And Joe, with Joe Glow, welcome.
Hello. Thank you so much for having me, Heidi.
I love this. I love that. Now, obviously, I was stalking you on Instagram. I was stalking the Skin Games on Instagram. I was like, oh my gosh, this looks like so much fun. But I really feel also a massage therapist myself. So I will say, like, I'm a dual as well. So I'm licensed esthetician, in my state, certified massage therapist. And so I kind of have that, like, oh my gosh, I love massage deep down inside. And so when I started following you, I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing, because it really can be that thing that somebody attaches to in a treatment that they're just like, I felt like I melted and I'm going back to that service provider. Now, if somebody's listening and they don't exactly know who you are and they haven't been Instagram stalking you like I have, can you go a little bit about yourself?
Yes, absolutely. I'm Joe Glow. I live in Oregon. I'm a massage therapist, esthetician, and continuing education provider. Being a massage therapist was always something that I kind of like threw around when I was a kid and a teenager. I said I wanted to be a hippie when I was going to grow up. And I guess I thought hippie and massage therapist were the same thing. So after about being graduated from high school for a year and feeling super defeated from life, working like dead end, unfulfilling jobs, I said to myself, I want to take control of my life and take some action to better myself, to learn, to improve, to grow. And so I signed up in massage therapy school at 19 years old. And let me tell you, it was probably the most transformative experience of my life. Like, the support group that I had from my classmates and the instructors there, and like the birth of my professional self of identity, and learning about the body, learning about how to be a human being, all while I was this like 19-year-old scared little boy, was such an amazing experience for me. I'm so thankful for my time in massage school. I never even knew what an esthetician was until I was in massage school. I never heard that word, no idea what it was. I guess I kind of knew that people did waxing, but I thought that was it. So once I like saw this world opening up, because I was learning massage, but then I was like, oh, there's all these cool skincare treatments I can do, and all this specific massage for the face, and all these products and treatments, and more people to network with, I knew that I had to go back for aesthetics. So literally 4 months after graduating massage school, I went back to aesthetics school and graduated from the 1200-hour master aesthetics program at Paul Mitchell in Salt Lake City. And that's really where things took off. I fell in love with facials, with skincare, with face massage, with having that genuine human connection with the client, like that's seriously unmatched. And I love that entering this spa industry gave me so many different outlets. I can have my own practice. I can work at a spa. I could do sports massage. I could go on a cruise ship. And here I am, like, having my own business and traveling the world soon, but the country at least so far, teaching about the power of massage. It's been so amazing. And so 2 years ago, I got invited to teach at the Men's Estheticians Conference in Phoenix. Another incredible experience. So I've done that the last 2 years. I have that coming up in a couple of weeks. Most importantly, I want to highlight my wins at the Skin Games. I know you mentioned it a little bit earlier, but the Skin Games is such a cool experience. I highly recommend for anyone in this industry to get involved. Even if you're not competing, just being there and networking with people who want to geek out about a skincare product with you is so amazing and powerful. So I competed last year in the face massage category and ended up taking first place. It was so fun, and winning that position last year really taught me that people are seeking this information and it is so valuable. And so that really gave me that fire under my butt to start getting a curriculum developed and start teaching these techniques and moves to other people. So I've had classes in Portland, in Salt Lake, in Phoenix, in Tucson, in Southern California. I have more coming up this year that we'll talk about later. So, but yeah, the skin games really helped to motivate me. And then this year I went back to compete. I actually competed blindfolded and I won first place
Yeah,
again. So it was so fun. So that's
I
about
saw
me,
that.
massage therapist, esthetician, and just love helping others succeed and bridging the gap between massage and aesthetics and information that's maybe not as thorough as we all like it. So that's Joe Glow.
Well, thank you. Oh my gosh, I love that. I mean, it really comes from a passionate place, and I love that because it you really that's just the end result is always have to come from a passionate place or else it's not going to be genuine. You're not going to want to keep on doing things that are pushing past, like competing in the skin games. Like how amazing is that? And yes, I agree with you. Going to conferences, going to anything that's going to connect you to the beauty industry. So if you're listening, you're like, I haven't been to a conference before, highly suggest get up some people, in your city, maybe even you guys can all go together. It's totally worth it. I know it can be expensive because sometimes it's like travel, hotel, all the things, but I promise you, every conference I've ever been to, I've never regretted it. Like I've always learned something, met new people, tried things that I never thought I would try, see a lot of cool new businesses and innovative products and just so many different things out there. So that's really cool. I have yet to go to the skin game, so it's on my list.
Highly recommend. I completely agree about networking and making connections. Last year when I went to the skin games, I literally booked it all on a credit card.
Yep,
Like I
that's
didn't have the
good.
money to go compete last year. And then with winning and all the networks I've made, it's like came back beyond tenfold for me. So
Yeah.
like the connections you make literally are invaluable.
Huge. And
Yep.
it's such a big deal. So I know everybody's thinking this that's listening. So what makes facial massage so powerful in keeping clients coming back? So, obviously we learn our basics in beauty school, right? We learn the basic facial massage, the basic, things. Obviously we dive a little bit deeper into massage school, but let's say if you're an esthetician and you're listening and you're like, I just learned the basics in facial massage. I think I'm okay, but I really want to step it up. What is it? Why is your technique, number one, so amazing? And like, how does it really set that tone for that client to be like, this is an irresistible service?
Yeah, absolutely. The number one thing that I teach in my trainings and my curriculum and everything is that human connection. People remember how you made them feel. That's how you get them to come back. That's how you get them to rebook. That's how you get them to tip. That's how you get them to tell their friends about you. Word of mouth is the best advertisement out there. So human connection, everything goes back to human connection. I have a little saying that I've coined, connection, intention, purpose. Those three things are literally like 80% of giving a good facial or massage or eyebrow works or whatever services that you're offering. Just being present, listening to your client's needs, performing a thorough client intake, adjusting the treatment protocol, writing down that it was their daughter's birthday a couple days ago. Little things like that. People remember how you made them feel, and that's what's going to make them coming back. So they might not remember, oh, she used that crazy European facial cleanser on me with all those crazy ingredients. They might not remember that product, but they might remember, oh, she remembered that my daughter's birthday was last week. She remembered that I work at a desk and I feel like the muscles in the front of my body are really shortened, and she spent a little more time elongating my pecs and communicating what she was doing. People remember how you made them feel. Everything goes back to human connection, intention, purpose. If you're listening, write that down. Connection, intention, purpose. Bam.
And you know what? Just because I'm feeling real nice today, I will also put that in the show notes so you can just copy and paste
Yes.
it into your notes on your phone and totally remember it. I agree with this. Now, if people follow you on any platform probably, but mostly just for me Instagram,
Hmm.
your facial massage technique is a little bit different looking. It's a little bit more I don't know. I feel like it's definitely relaxing because everybody in your videos looks relaxed, but it's a little bit different. Now, can you maybe go into that a little bit?
Yeah, of course. I think the relaxing is super important. I think relaxation and Swedish and fluff and all those kinds of words are kind of becoming taboo in our industry, and I don't think they need to be seen that way. So all my massage moves are totally relaxing. Like when I want to be able to provide a skincare service that's going to give you amazing skin and be relaxing and soothe your muscles and provide like a holistic comprehensive treatment. That's super amazing that it can do all of those things. I'm also remembering that I want to lift and sculpt. That's a lot of what my facial massage is about because gravity and life and stress and working a computer and being an esthetician is constantly pulling things downwards and downwards. So anything that I can do to lift is going to be really helpful. I also like to do various tempos in my facial massage. That's really going to help with deregulating that nervous system. So I think overall slow massage moves is a good rule of thumb, but once the tissues are warmed up, I do want to have some fast movements too for nervous system. That's also going to be really good for lifting. So kind of like droopy eyes, I have some techniques to really help stimulate that brow area, to stimulate the nasolabial folds. Of course, we want blood circulation, we want lymph flowing, we want all that like pink, freshly oxygenated blood coming to the surface. So relaxing is super important. It shouldn't be seen as a taboo word. Lifting and sculpting are super important too.
I love this. I just turned 40 last year, and I will say everything starts to move around. And so, if somebody told me, Heidi, I'm going to give you a facial that's going to lift, it's going to relax, it's going to give you everything you're needing, I would be like, yes, sign me up. And obviously, like, this is an experience, and this is usually people's favorite part of the treatment.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've had many clients tell me over the years when I specifically was doing facials in my life and when I was doing massage that they just melt on the table. They feel like they can float away. They feel like they can just forget everything that their day, had. And really, I don't know, just become one with that room. And so I really like how you're like, it really takes like that human connection and that whole kind of space. It's all about the ambience, it's all about the touch. But yeah, your cadence, so to speak, of how you do massage, that's really important too. And that's probably something that a lot of either massage therapists or estheticians kind of forget, right? Like sometimes my rule of thumb back in the day was like, try to do the song that was playing in the background. So like whatever my ambiance song was, which obviously was like relaxing music. So, but I would try to stay within something that's like at that. But it doesn't have to be like that. Like we can do things that are different in the treatment room and really target those results, really get that wholeness, really get that human connection. And that's what I'm hearing. And that's what your training specifically is about too. And I love that because that's really what's going to bring somebody back. Now, many estheticians specifically overlook the marketing potential of facial massage. Now, how would you tell an esthetician specifically? So if the esthetician's listening, this is for you. Pay attention. We're going to talk about marketing for a second because that's my favorite. And talk about how we're going to step aside, so like, this is not a normal facial, right? This is not, we're going to step out and we're going to be like, hey, you are going to want to try my facial. Let's say you're a new business owner and you're listening. What would be some things that you would recommend? Maybe some keywords, or just how have you marketed your facial massage over the years?
Yeah, that's a good question. The first thing that I want to say kind of on this topic is being open to incorporating therapeutic touch into any service that you offer, even if it's not a facial, even if it's not skincare, even if it's not a massage, even if it's like a brow wax. Yesterday, I did a private training, and this girl told me that she was told from a client that it was the most relaxing and therapeutic brow wax that she had ever received. Like, it literally wasn't even a massage or a facial, it was literally getting her eyebrows waxed. And she could tell from the way she applied, the pre and post products, that it was like professional, confident, therapeutic, all of those things. So be open to therapeutic touch in any kind of service. That's super important. As far as marketing goes, I would encourage you to do like facial massage in every treatment, especially if you give someone a really good facial with that massage and then they go tell their sister, they go tell their aunt. That word of mouth advertising is the best thing that you can do. Like earlier, you said with like one service, you can completely transform someone's day. I got a Google review last year and it was this lady. She said that. She said, Joe literally changed the course of my day with the appointment that I got. Like, you literally have the power to transform people's day, their week, their life, their emotions, their skincare, their feelings. Like you have the power to do so much for one client. And I think that's so freaking cool. Marketing stuff, I would go for like lift, sculpt, kind of words, lift, sculpt. I think it's people are looking for lymphatic massage a lot. Lymphatic and facial massage, I definitely would say are like the hottest keywords right now.
Yes.
You know,
which
be careful.
We know is light pressure.
Yes.
I always see people, it's so funny because as a massage therapist, we know lymph actually, in order to move throughout the body, like it does not require a ton of pressure. Yes, there is lymph node points that we can massage and we can get going, but like people, just know lymphatic massage should not be aggressive.
Totally.
Sorry,
but yeah,
sorry, not to interrupt you. I'm sorry.
No, I love it. I love it. But yeah, there's a place for all of those different techniques in a service for sure. So sculpting, lifting, relaxing. Don't be afraid to say relaxing. A saying that I teach in my trainings is when I'm performing my moves, I'm kind of thinking about like a non-surgical facelift. So if you want to say like alternative to X and Y treatments kind of thing too, you know, so holistic, comprehensive, words like that is really good too. But yeah, I love lifting and like non-surgical facelift. I'm all about like intention and affirmation. So when I'm doing my moves, I'm literally like visualizing the muscle in my hand being lifted, being sculpted, being stimulated, being relaxed. Intention is so important with the way that you're performing those techniques too.
Yeah. And those keywords are keywords that your client will use as well. So I like that part because we really want to be using words that your ideal client would use in a conversation, use as their own describing words. And so I love that because those are all words that I could see a client say, like, I want to feel sculpted. I want to feel like I got a facelift. I want to, you know, and so we always want to think about that. And not only that is like, if you put these keywords on your website or in your service descriptions or on your Instagram page and your captions, those are all going to ping you for SEO stuff. So that's really good for marketing when it comes to that. And that's why I kind of focused on that too. Cause I was like, we're setting yourself apart from just a normal facial massage. You're setting yourself apart. You know, you're giving that expectation to the client that they're saying, I am in for a treat. I'm in for an experience. I'm going to melt on the table. I'm in for, you know, I'm going to have bliss. Like there's all these things that we really, because really it comes down to that client, like you said earlier, their experience, right? And that's what I tell people all the time too. I'm like, I don't want your client to give you a review talking about the service, like saying, I got a brow wax and she did a good job. No, I want them to talk about the experience. How did it make them feel? Like, what were they doing? Like, you know, more than just, you know, those words. So I will say a client is going to feel much more inclined to do that naturally in their own words if they had a wow type experience. So I will say, like, these are all amazing things. Now, this is something that I feel like a lot of people, once they dive into it, they become really passionate about it. Obviously, that happened for you. So like, that's huge. So I will say, like, you know, if this is something that you're thinking about and you're listening and you're like, I really love massage, I really love facial massage, or even if you're a massage therapist and you kind of want to step it up just a tiny bit, just to give that extra oomph to the client, this is such a great thing to think about. This is such a great thing to invest in because, you know, it will pay you tenfold back. Your clients will tell others, like you were saying earlier, like that referral network will build much faster because people are going to tell others when they had such a great experience as well. So like, you know, the results are also something that we always want to talk about in this world, right? And I will say any facial massage, especially ones that we're really focusing on things and we're putting intention behind it, like you said, you are going to notice results. So don't even worry about that part. So if you're listening, you're like, this sounds great and everything, but like, will my client notice results more than just having a great relaxing experience? yes, your clients definitely will. You're going to naturally get that lymphatic massage. You're definitely going to open up some blood pathways. You're definitely going to massage some facial muscles that probably you've never, massaged that level before. And I love all of this because this is just one piece in a treatment that we really could focus on that maybe isn't being focused on enough, or maybe is being kind of rushed. So that's the other reason I wanted to have you on today too. And that's one reason I wanted to talk about this, is because I do feel like sometimes, yes, the massage is a favorite piece, but we're not necessarily focusing on enough. Now, you have mentioned earlier that you offer in-person classes. What about online classes?
Yeah, good question. So I'm doing some in-person classes. I'm launching my online course in like a month. I just finished my post that I'm going to post to start like pre-signups. But like I have literally been like working on this online course for like the last 3 years, I would say. Like it really is like a huge labor of love, and I'm so excited to be sharing it with people. I had a lady message me from Sweden about participating in my course. Like it's so crazy. So that's coming out on April 20th, Easter. I'm going to be posting the image on my Instagram, but you can go to my website, joeglow.co, and you can sign up there at the top. It's going to have a tab that says pre-sign up for online course. So I'm super excited for that course that's going to be dropping in about a month. I'm also doing in-person trainings. Last year I was doing kind of like intro trainings, which was kind of just like me doing a demo, gauging like interest in certain areas, and those did really well. They took off really well. So now I'm doing full day trainings where you'll get the theory, the anatomy, the client intake. Then I'll demonstrate all my moves, and then you'll trade with another student. You'll get to give and receive an hour of practice. I think helping someone else learn is huge for these massage moves. So I had one in Portland in February that sold out. That was super fun. I have one
Yes.
in Salt Lake City this Sunday that sold out that I'm super excited for. I have one in Dallas in April that's full, and then Chicago is in
Chicago.
May. There's 3 spots left for that one in Chicago. So depending when you're listening, make sure you don't miss that one. And
Yes.
then, yes, the online course is coming April 20th. I want to keep doing in-person classes too. I think it's
Yeah.
so fun to connect with people in person.
Yeah.
So I think once the online course is out, I'll kind of start evolving kind of like a Joe Glow module 2
Yeah.
once that information is out there. But yeah, I'm going to start doing private trainings at my studio here in Oregon. So if
Cool.
you're in Oregon, let's do a private training.
That's amazing too.
Also working on Spokane, Washington, and Greensboro, North Carolina to have a class there too.
Amazing. Well, we'll have
Yes.
to have you come out to Minneapolis. I'm in Minnesota, so I'm in the Twin Cities.
Oh,
But Chicago, a
okay.
lot of people will go down to Chicago from Minneapolis because it's so close to us. But I like that you offer all different ways of training, because yes, I'm definitely maybe more of an in-person person, like I really like to feel it, touch it, be it, and I like to get it done. That's because there's a whole different experience when you've learned something, but then you actually get it done on yourself. I'm a big advocate for getting services done if you can, because you feel the experience all the way. But I like that you offer online because, yeah, there's people all over the world that are going to want to tune into this and elevate their clients' experience in this way. And so that's amazing. And if that's the only way they can learn, sometimes that's the only way you can learn. So I
Yeah.
love that. Of course, anything that he mentioned, I will put in the show notes. So you guys, once again, will be able to just click on it and it'll take you right to that specific page. So no worries, you won't be missing any information, but I highly suggest sign up for the in-person class as soon as this episode releases. And as soon as you listen to it, you better click away, because I see all of these classes sell out. I was checking the website and I was like, oh boy, that one's sold out. That one's sold out.
I know, that's how I
Which is
feel right now. I
amazing.
have like 5 upcoming on my website and 4 of them are sold out. I'm like, okay. But like 6
That's
months
good.
ago, I dreamed of that. Like, so
Yeah.
it's so rewarding, and getting to just meet all these amazing people like you and all my
Yeah.
students. So thankful.
Yeah, I love this. And we love being part of the journey too. I think I tell people all the time, like, bring us part of the journey. We'd love to see that, because everybody loves to support other small businesses, especially in the beauty industry, especially in the wellness industry. But like, other people want to do that as well. So your clients obviously want to see that. So if you're listening and you're like unsure about posting a video, or if you're doing stuff in your career that's really exciting, like taking his class, take videos, take pictures. Like, people want to see that. They want to be along the journey. And especially if you're listening and you're starting a business and you are investing in, a class like this, an advanced education like this, your clients want to know that, wow, they took this class. They went outside of their normal stuff. They're doing more than just, what's expected, basically. So yay. Now, if you guys, you guys are going to bring those first time clients, they're going to be coming back with facial massage. Thank you, Joe, for being on today.
Yes, of course. Thank you so much for having me. Human connection. Seriously, if there's one thing you remember from today, remember the power of human connection. You can transform someone's life in a 1 hour appointment. So thank you, Heidi.
Thank you. I hope you liked that episode and found something useful or tip that you can use immediately. And my episodes come out weekly, so I'll see you in the next episode.